what's going on everyone? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another new video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at an amazing weapon for the Crucible. We finally got another 120 that's ridiculous. This might be one of the best 120s we got in a long time, probably since Igneous. So if you've been looking for a good hand cannon for the Crucible this season, then look no farther. The one that we're going to be taking a look at today, the Mos Athanor 4. This thing is a beast, and no matter what you're looking for in the Crucible, you're going to have a pretty good time with this one. It also has a very interesting PvE role that you can get on this weapon, which we'll also talk about. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at all the perks that we can get on this weapon, what are some of the best ones, and the ones that you should be looking for to make this thing into a beast. We'll also be talking about just my experiences with the weapon overall in the Crucible, and just how much I like the weapon, and pretty much everything else that I would want to say about the weapon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys do, remember to like and subscribe to the channel in case you guys are ready for some more Destiny 2 content. And now let's get into it, and first let's talk about where to actually get this weapon. And this weapon is pretty simple. All you gotta do is go play some Crucible, and at the end of the Crucible matches you'll have a chance at getting this weapon. This can also be one of the featured Crucible weapons, and it actually was featured just yesterday, so probably a couple days before it comes back. But whenever you see it featured, especially if it's in the competitive playlist, I would 100% say it's worth it to actually get a good version of this weapon. Now this weapon is an aggressive frame, so it's a 120, and it comes with two different origin traits. The first one being Royal Battle, and the other one being Wildcard. I think for this one, Royal Battle just kind of works a little better. You get increased stability, you get increased handling, all for just being in combat for essentially half a second. Because of just how fast you can actually proc this perk, and just have that extra stability and handling, it makes a weapon like this one, which kind of lacks a bit of both, feel so much better. So that's definitely what you want to run on this one. And now let's take a look at the most important part of any weapon. Let's take a look at the trade perks. And we're just gonna be going over the best ones because I know that's what you guys are looking for. We'll have a quick overview, then talk about the best ones, and at the very end we'll talk about some god roll suggestions and the ones that you should be looking for on this weapon. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into it, and let's start with the very first trade perk. And these are going to be all our options that we're going to have for the very first trade perk. We have Lone Wolf, Moving Target, Destabilizing Rounds, Slideways, Keep Away, and lastly, Built to Blast. And since this is mostly a PvP hand cannon, let's start with the good PvP perks. And the very first one we're starting with is going to be Lone Wolf. This will give you improved aim assist, aim on sight speed, as well as airborne effectiveness. Overall, Lone Wolf is a very good perk. It has got a couple of nerfs, but it doesn't mean that it's still not a strong perk. And it's going to be one of the best ones that you can actually get on this weapon. Another good one is going to be Keep Away. It's going to increase the reload, range, and accuracy when no targets are in close proximity. Again, this is a very solid perk. The extra range, the extra accuracy specifically are super good. That are going to make this weapon feel really nice. But it is still not the best perk. The best perk that I think that you can actually possibly get on this weapon for Crucible is gonna be Slideways. Sliding will partially reload the magazine and temporarily boost your handling and stability. Slideways is a crazy perk on this hand cannon. You pretty much get everything that you would want. You get to put more bullets into your magazine, meaning that you circumvent that slow reload speed, and then you get some more handling, which again is really good for these types of weapons, just make them feel a little more snappy. And the extra stability is also good on the hand cannon, and it's also good for increasing our flinch resistance, meaning that we're more likely to not get flinched, meaning that our shots actually hit the target that we're trying to hit. The 120s just feel amazing with Slideways. If you played with the Criminals, then you already know why Slideways is so good on the 120s. And it's gonna be pretty much the same thing with this hand cannon. Slideways makes it feel amazing, and it's gonna be the perk that you wanna go for. Now for PvE, the only real perk that I can recommend is gonna be Destabilizing Rounds. You can actually get it on this weapon. And on this weapon, it's actually on this first slot instead of the second one, which is pretty rare. You don't really see too many weapons with Destabilizing on this perk that specifically, but it is gonna give you some volatile rounds and just overall improve your accuracy with the weapon. And it being on this slot also means that I can pair it with some nice perks in the other one, including, you know, actually, we're not gonna mention that perk just yet. And those are gonna be the perks that I think are gonna be worth it in this slot, and the ones that you should be going for. Now these are the options we have on the second perk. We have Demoralize, Sword Logic, Precision Instrument, I have the Storm, Opening Shot, and lastly Adagio. And they're all pretty much gonna be PvP perks, but there's like 3 of them, or I guess actually not 3 of them. 2 of them that really stand out are gonna be the most haves for this weapon. First, let's start with Precision Instrument. Dealing sustained damage increases your precision damage. This is fantastic on any sort of hand cannon, including this one. Those extra couple points of damage from Precision Instrument will allow you to push your damage a little bit farther away, meaning that even if you start hitting some damage drop off, because you are going to be doing more damage, you could still possibly 3-tap that enemy. Or if someone has like an overshield or something, you're going to be able to still get them thanks to the extra damage from Precision Instrument. Precision Instrument overall is just really good because of just how easy and how well it works into just the way the hand cannons play. Overall, if you want to just increase the consistency of your weapon, then Precision Instrument is what you want to go for. Now, if you want to go for the 2-taps with the 120s, then we also have Adagio. And Adagio doesn't just give you the 2-taps, but it's also going to increase your range after getting a kill, which does help you just get longer range 2-taps. It feels really good being able to 2-tap somebody with a 120 hand cannon, and even though it does lower your RPM, your slower 2-tap is actually still faster than somebody trying to shoot you 3 times. And the higher damage per shot also means that you have an easier time cleaning people up. If somebody peeks and they don't know you have a Adagio on, there's a good chance that you're just going to one-shot them. And that actually ended up happening a couple times when I was playing with this in competitive. Adagio does make the weapon feel very good, but you know, it does come with the downside of actually needing that first skill to actually activate it. You have these 2 really good perks that pretty much just comes down to the playstyle that you want to have. Do you want to have just the most consistent hand cannon you could have, or do you want to go for those 2-taps? The choice is going to be up to you. And lastly, for PvE, you could also use Precision Instrument again. You know, giving extra damage in PvE is very nice. Or you could also go with Demoralize, which will allow Precision Final Blows to make some weakening explosions. And this one pairs up really well with these stabilizing rounds. You essentially make 2 big explosions. One of them makes them weaken, and the other one makes them volatile, meaning that you have a crazy amount of ad clear on this weapon. Since there's a 120, it's maybe not as good as a 140, but these 2 perks are actually going to work really well together, and I gotta make the weapon more effective in PvE. And now lastly, let's talk about the god rolls. What are the god rolls that you should be going for on this weapon? For PvE, it's gonna be pretty simple. You basically want these stabilizing rounds, Demoralize. I think that's really gonna be the best perk combo that you can actually get on this weapon. It is not the first hand cannon to get this one, but it is one that's very easily available. Anyone can go into the Crucible, get one of these, and put this road to work. It being a 120 does make it a bit slower, but being a 120 also gives you more damage per shot, so more than likely you only need 1 shot to actually kill the enemy. And you're going to be able to proc both of your perks right there. Now for the Crucible, the main 2 that you're going to look for is essentially the ones with Sideways. The Sideways Adagio, you want to go for the 2-taps, or Sideways Precision Instrument if all you're looking for is just consistency. These 2 I think are going to be the best ones. You could make an argument for Lone Wolf plus Precision or Adagio, but I just don't think it's going to work as well as Sideways. Sideways is just so good, it's hard to compete with Sideways on a 120 specifically. But those are the roles that I think that you guys should be going for on this weapon. Like always, let me know in the comments below which ones are the ones that you're going to be going for, or that you're already looking, or maybe have even gotten already for this weapon. I want to hear that all in the comments below. And now let me talk a little about what I think about this weapon, and I'm just going to keep it short because it's a very good weapon. It's a very good weapon for the Crucible, and it's probably the best 120 hand cannon we gotten since the Igneous. And this one definitely has an advantage now being the tier system with all the updated perks and the enhanced perks that you can get. It also makes getting a god roll for this thing just much easier because you have so many good perks that you're bound to get something that's at least usable and that you're gonna have a lot of fun with in the Crucible or in PvE. So I definitely recommend they go and get one of these hand cannons, whether there's the feature drop, or maybe just playing some Crucible. This hand cannon is definitely gonna be worth it. So hopefully you guys go get one yourself, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Peace.